The Chicago Theatre's marquee is a Chicago icon. It's an unofficial emblem of the city, appearing frequently in film, television, artwork, and photography. The distinctive Y-shaped figure behind the horizontal word Chicago on the State Street marquee symbolizes the forked Chicago River at Wolf Point. It's hard to imagine Chicago without its dazzling lights and grand facade. The Chicago Theatre, originally known as the Balaban and Katz Chicago Theatre, was built in 1921 as one of a large chain of opulent motion picture houses. It was the flagship for 28 theaters in Chicago and over 100 others in the Midwestern United States. The Rapp brothers, who also designed many other B&K properties in Chicago, including the Oriental and Uptown theaters, created a grand space that mirrored the elegance and opulence of the time. The theater was designed in a neo-Baroque French Revival style, making it one of the earliest examples of this style in the nation. The Chicago Theatre is a stunning testament to the grandeur of the early 20th century movie palace. Balaban and Katz, founded by Abe and Barney Balaban and Sam and Morris Katz, became a dominant force in the movie theater industry from 1925 to 1945. They built a chain of opulent theaters, including the Chicago Theatre, which became a cultural hub. The theater's strategy of enticing movie patrons with a plush environment and top-notch service, including the pioneering use of air conditioning, was emulated nationwide. They even promoted jazz bands, featuring the hottest talent of the day, making the Chicago Theatre a magnet for music lovers. The Chicago Theatre's story takes several turns. After years of success as a movie palace, it faced a decline in the 1970s. It was reopened for stage shows in 1983, but closed again in 1985. The Chicago Theatre Preservation Group renovated the building, restoring it to its 1930s appearance and reopening it in 1986. The theater underwent another ownership change in 2004, and Madison Square Garden Entertainment bought it in 2007. The theater has continued to thrive as a popular venue for stage plays, magic shows, comedy, speeches, sporting events, and popular music concerts. The Chicago Theatre's architecture is a blend of neo-Baroque and neoclassical styles on the exterior, and French Baroque on the interior. The 7-story building features a 60-foot wide by 6-story tall triumphal arch motif on the State Street facade. Inside, the grand lobby is influenced by the Royal Chapel at Versailles, and the grand staircase is inspired by the Paris Opera House. The theater's architectural details, from the Tiffany-stained glass window to the crystal chandeliers, create a luxurious and captivating atmosphere. The Chicago Theatre also boasts a magnificent Wurlitzer pipe organ, installed in 1921. Known as the Mighty Wurlitzer, it was a marvel of its time, able to imitate the instruments of an orchestra. The organ is one of the oldest Mighty Wurlitzers still in existence, and it remains a highlight of the theater's architectural heritage. Today, the Chicago Theatre is a thriving venue, hosting a variety of events. It has become a symbol of the city's cultural heritage. It's an elegant space that brings joy to thousands of visitors. The theater's history, architecture, and vibrant programming continue to attract audiences from all walks of life.